what do you think should be done with the Light Lease Settlement?
Okay. Light Lease Settlement, for those that are not familiar with it, we have about 36 million now, another 39 or so are going to come in over the next many years. So that's a pretty good hunk of money. However, I feel we should mostly not spend that money. I think we should mostly keep it in reserve. I personally, my macroeconomic view of the economy is that we are not out of the woods, and within another 2 or 3 years we'll have another downturn. And during that time period, it'll be very good to have that money to use as we need. So I would not favor any big projects, things that I might do a little bit with. I think I would do a property tax freeze, the next council budget, to give some of that money back to the citizens and have it go back into the productive, normal, regular economy. I think I would like to go to some of the annexed areas. We have not kept all of the commitments for streets and some of the things we said we were going to do in some of the annexed areas. So I would like to use, several millions of dollars of that to complete some of the promises we made when we annexed those areas. And maybe a little bit for economic development here and there, but the great majority of it I would keep in a rainy day fund.
Your response, Mr. Freistroffer?
I understand we're going to have $40 million this summer, $15 million will be paid over the next 15 years. If you look at the belly of your city, so to speak, it's your infrastructure. And I think that a great percentage of that initial money should be sent and delivered toward the infrastructure of our streets, our sidewalks, our water lines, and so on. I've got a housing background. I think we can use some of that money. We could take some of that grant money to our foreclosure properties, and we can seek out investors to invest along with banks at lower interest rates. Of course, those would be loans. They would be the private investors on loans. And I think we could conquer some of our foreclosed properties in that respect, along with maybe some businesses coming in Fort Wayne. I've also thought that we could use some of that money for internship programs in our businesses. Take our young college youth out of our colleges here and let them go into a business for 2 years with a grant that's subsidized and allocated along with them coming in, so they can experience what's going on in our businesses. They can get a feel of it, and they can say, hey, I think I like working in this city, and then give credit back to those students.
Mr. Hood?
I think we should definitely put some of that money aside in the cookie jar for a rainy day. We definitely want to look at putting some of it towards investing into our community, keeping our community attractive, not only for businesses, but for the people of Fort Wayne and future citizens of Fort Wayne. We definitely want to give private investors opportunity to maybe write some kind of grant, maybe putting up some money along with what we're putting up to as far as low interest, so that way we can get some of that money back towards the city, and we can also get an opportunity to let some jobs grow in our city, create more jobs,